Making the decision to take up a healing practice or to begin exploring your repressed emotions is huge. I mean, that is probably one of the best decisions you could ever make for yourself. But something that I see people getting really hung up on, and this is something that I did too, is this. So you go into the healing practice confident, maybe a little unsure, you don't really know what to expect, but you go into it with this sort of idea that you're going to maybe encounter a little bit of struggle in the beginning, and then you're going to get better and better and better and better. And it's like this progressive upward slope, and so people tend to think that healing can be linear, like I get over that, like I sit with this and then it's gone, and then I sit with the next thing and then it's gone, and then, until it's all gone. And it's easy to think that way because a lot of times we think in terms of like linear things, but even time itself is not linear. So, but we perceive it to be that way. So healing is oftentimes perceived to be the exact same way. And this is where the trouble starts. Or people can run into this and like quickly feel defeated and feel like what I'm doing isn't working, I'm wasting my time, and they quit. So I'm here to share this with you, that it's not a bad thing if you encounter this. It's just you need to shift your perspective about healing. So it's this. You will go into the healing practice, and in the very beginning, it can be really overwhelming. You may not even know what you're feeling. It just feels bad inside of you, like in your chest. And I had sensations in like my gut area and belly, just very intense, energetic emotions that are incredibly uncomfortable. Like it feels like hell sitting with these emotions. So you might, for the first, 2-3 days, kind of struggle through that. And then something happens. It's almost like a mini breakthrough. And you wake up one day and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel incredible. I feel so much lighter. Like it worked. It's gone. It's done. Like I'm going to feel better and better and better now. But the thing is, it's not linear. It's a spiral. It's cyclical. It comes back around. So where we get it like a heavy dose of it in the beginning, and then we get like this break because we've freed up a lot of the energy. When you have a really strong energetic charge inside of you, that's what emotions are. In order to free that energy, we have to feel them and to be with them without judgment, almost as like a third person sort of view. And so these emotions will begin to shift and clear, and then you'll feel lighter. And so you assume it's over. The worst part is behind me. I cleared that thing. It's done. And then this is where the discouragement comes in. Maybe a day later, you feel awful again. You're buzzing, you got the stuff kind of coming back up. It feels really uncomfortable. It's heavy. And you're like, what the heck? Maybe I didn't do it right, and you start to feel duped. Like, oh, well, I felt better. What happened? Did I regress? Did this so it's different for everybody, but it's the same. You might have 3 bad days, 2 good days, and back to 1 bad day, then a good day. Like it can jump up and down. And this is all your nervous system is the one who is deciding which emotions are safe to come up during that time period. So you have that good day, you become relaxed, you're at ease, you feel accomplished, like you're making progress. And that relaxed state will trigger your nervous system to go, okay, it's safe, it's all clear, here's some more. And it like shoves some more at you. So that's a huge hang up that people sort of run into is they start to feel defeated. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I didn't sit with it long enough. Maybe. But if you think of it in terms of a spiral, it's like it will go around and then back around and back around and back around. So during the time periods where we're having relief, enjoy those time periods, but don't mark them as like, oh, I'm totally healed. I don't have to do this anymore, because that thing is going to keep looping back around. It's almost like waves in the ocean. If you sit on the beach, a wave will come up, splash against the shore, and then it pulls back. And then a couple minutes later, another wave comes in, and it's got like its own rhythm with the waves. Well, healing is the exact same way. It's so easy to be like, oh, I don't have to do anything anymore. Like, I'm totally healed, or this issue for me no longer is an issue. And, that issue might even stay gone for a good amount of time, a week or two. But when it comes back, this is when people are like, what's going on? Like, maybe this isn't working, and they start to feel defeated. But the thing is when each time it begins like that spiral and it starts to come back, the energy is dissipating. It's getting less and less and less until the thing no longer has any control over you. It no longer has that charge inside of you. So healing takes time, number one. There is no one and done with healing. And number two, when you have those good days, don't sit in those good days in fear, anticipating bad to come, or, oh no, this doesn't mean anything. It's progress. It's wonderful, but we need those breaks in between the intensity to kind of catch our breath, get back on our feet. It's, give us a breather before we go in for more. So our body is so incredibly intelligent. It knows just how much we can handle at a time. And so the spiral, going into the healing process, understanding that it's going to loop back around and loop back around and loop back around, until the energy has cleared. So I don't want you guys to get discouraged. It's not linear. It is a spiral, and this is going to take time, patience, and please give yourself grace in this process. It doesn't always look pretty. Healing emotionally, healing traumas, healing, all the junk that we've sort of collected through life takes time, and it is a challenging process. So give yourself some grace. Be gentle with yourself, and I love you guys.